Sin City World Media presents The Smoking Word, written and performed by Brian H. Scott.
1968, the number, the end of summer. A little towhead kid popped out my mother. I started smoking weed before I played Pop Warner. Did my first shoplifting at the store on the corner. Snickers, Reese's, packs of gum. I ain't being funny. I took that shit to school and I sold it for money. A couple years go by, the candy gets replaced by that weed I like to smoke. Now the money I'm making ain't no joke. So I put on a suit, try to look like I'm old. Hit the casino, pulled out my bankroll. I was 17, looking like I was 12. Feeling like I was in heaven when I could have been in hell. It is Sin City, this place that I'm from. I love to play cards. I carry a gun. I eat for free up and down that whole goddamn street. From all over the world come the people I meet. A traveler's education on the Las Vegas Strip. Before the night's over, I could double my bankroll, have a bitch on my tip. Yeah, shit got hectic when I became a young man. I started off with a pretty good plan. Go to school, play some ball, till I got caught up in it all. UNLV, place to go if you want a degree. In hustling, in bankroll management, in cooking crack cocaine. I didn't think it was insane. It seemed normal to me. All my friends were doing it, even the ones on TV, the Final Four MVP. Suge Knight and me, man, we did business long before Death Row was on the scene. I started stacking dollars instead of books. Quit hanging with athletes, started hanging with crooks. I was kicking it in the casinos, I still wasn't 21. Damn, life was fun. So yeah, you get caught up in the neon light. What's it like growing up in Sin City? I think it was pretty fucking tight. You like that? You want to hear some more about the things I've done? You want to hear about things like taking a gun to another man's place, pointing it right at his face, down on the floor, hands behind your head. Those are the kinds of things I said. And I didn't say them very nice. And I left all that motherfucker's merchandise. Yeah, I'm a Sin City kid and I did what I did. I'll own up to my shit, but I knew that I had to quit. See, this city raised me wrong. My mom raised me right. And there was something about the sight of fear in another man, because I had a gun in my hand. You probably can't understand, because see, the average man ain't never had a gun in his hand pointed at another man's face. And by some saving grace, I didn't pull that trigger. And I gotta figure, it was the teachings of my mom and not the streets that I ran that would ultimately determine what type of a man I would see when I look in the mirror. It started to become clearer and clearer. The only way for me to achieve true wealth was for me to seek after spiritual health. And when dealing with a spiritual situation, we must all find our own destination. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm about. Later, y'all. Peace out. Hold up. I got a few more things to say. I just had to get the beginning out of the way. Make sure you understood that I have a past full of criminal behavior. But I also have a past where I was in love with the Savior. I have a past where I waited tables, serving people food and drink. I have a past where I used that time to ponder and think. I have a past where I started a successful business before I was 30 years old. I have a past full of stories that haven't been told. So maybe it's time for me to start telling. Get up on that rooftop and start yelling. The stories I've lived through the years. Maybe there's some wisdom between my laughter and tears. Maybe I'm supposed to share it with you, my peers. Because we are all in this together. We are all in this alone. And maybe somewhere inside one of my stories, something will hit close to home. With sincere humility, my message is saying, if I could somehow help another, my journey into the smoking word was time well spent.
Sin City World Media remind you that only in Las Vegas peasants live like golden knights. Stay cool, Vegas, BGK all day, baby.